What's up, needle dicks? Welcome back to the Biz and Deers podcast. As always, on this All Hallows Eve, we've got the guillotine, Rambo in the tower of power. Oh, okay. Like that?
That's a good one.
That's a nice pumpkin.
Needle dick hit a little too close to home.
Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't know.
Take it easy with the needle dick jokes, all right?
I didn't know. It's not small. It's thin.
What movie was that?
What is that from?
Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah, that's right.
Great
Looks like
movie.
it's fucking Twizzler.
He pulls his pants. What is that? What is that? I don't know. It's rash. I don't know. It's like a rash. Are you sure?
Great movie. That's a great movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm going to watch that.
Yeah.
It's on Prime Video.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
I just watched it a couple weeks ago.
I might watch that tonight. Psych.
Psych.
I'm going hunting. Because it's fucking Halloween, dude. I can't believe you guys ain't going. You're crazy.
I don't go on
dude.
Sundays.
I know. You're very religious. And yeah, Sundays just aren't for you. Are you going, Rutsky?
I have nowhere to go. I mean, there's a spot I could go.
There's
but
all kinds of spots to go.
No, there's not.
Public
There's
land's
public
blown
land
to
all over.
bits.
No, it is not,
It
dude.
is old
You can
but-
go by my house and you'll
That's
fucking
true.
see a deer.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll do that tonight.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I got a buddy from work. Shout out to Keith. He went to Elk Forest, parked by the shooting range, and I won't say exactly where he went, but he went in there and he's seen a couple young bucks and a few does the other day.
Did you see anything by your house lately? No.
So let's get into that. Or weeks in the woods, if you will. So I can't remember the last time I hunted Monday, right?
It was this week.
Or
You told
Tuesday. I
you
hunted
told me you were
Tuesday.
going in.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Had to go save you.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was a debacle. So I got skunked 4 sits in a row.
Join the
My
club.
fourth sit was Tuesday, and I went to our property in Port Deposit, Maryland, where John and I had permission to hunt, and it was a great sit. I sat over a white oak. I know it was a little late for white oak acorns. You know what I mean? They're pretty much all burned up now. But I figured I'd try one last time and see if I could catch something moving in there. And it's the opposite side of the property from where the bucks are, and it was just a low impact sit. You know what I mean? It wasn't hurting nothing for me to sit in there. So I went and sat there. Didn't see a damn thing. Well, on the way out, the road, it's a dirt road back there. You need 4-wheel drive a lot to get out of there. And I fell into like a rut from like maybe a tractor, just washed out, and fucking my diff bottomed out. So
Buried.
yeah, I was buried. I was fucking spinning tires, all 4 of them. So I had to call John. Luckily, we were already planning on going to get tacos with an old friend who's in town. Shout out Bobby Mack, my boy. Not that he'll ever listen,
What a
but
funny fucker, man.
yeah, he is. He cracks me up. But we were already planning to go meet him. So luckily John was already out, and I was like, dude, I'm fucking stuck. He came, I had a strap, and he pulled me right out.
Yeah, the pale horse just yanked him right out.
horse.
Nothing to it.
Silver bullet.
Yeah.
400 ponies. Nothing to it.
Then the next time I went out was, I'm trying to think correctly here. Well, the next time I went out, we already covered muzzleloader. Man, I'm way off here. So the next time I go out, I did see some deer, but I was waiting for a buck.
Saturday morning?
No, I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay.
Saturday morning I go out, and it was just a debacle. It was right after this big storm we had. So it was
A doozy.
a hell of a storm. We had a huge flood. A lot of places are like super flooded. But I decided to go out right across from me, Elk Neck State Park or Forest or whatever the hell it's called, and sit in there, try in there, because it's a really good morning access spot. And this time of year, honestly, I will hunt mornings often, as much as I can.
Oh, yeah.
But I still pay attention to having good access. I'm not going to walk through a fucking food source to go to my stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because it's the rut. You know what I mean? And it's pre-rut right now, but it's here.
It's
you know what I
firing
mean?
up.
Oh, these bucks,
Oh, yeah.
The bucks are, I told you, I was driving down Gallagher. A 4-pointer jumped. It was 130. Judge came just pop, pop, pop. I sped up and tried to hit it.
You
and
pinned
I missed it. Those blow dryers were fucking spooled up, dude. Twin blow dryers under the hood.
In the morning or in the
It was
afternoon?
1:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, no shit.
That
man.
motherfucker, doop, doop, doop. I was like, ah.
Had that eco boost in
That
the
eco
wind.
boost was pinned, son. Let off when I hit 90.
Took the fastest steer you've ever
Stuck
seen.
my fist out the window. I'll get you son of a bitch. But yeah, I had her in the wind.
Said, fuck it. I don't give a fuck about this truck.
I said, let's total this
I
motherfucker.
need some meat.
4 point.
He would have totally fucking not told us about that.
He would have jabbed an arrow in it. Yeah, dude. I
Yeah,
got it.
fucking
neck
got a
snapped.
four-pointer.
His fucking legs are snapped, dude. What'd you do to this thing?
I'd have told you.
I fell down a ravine. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. It was a mountainside. It's fucking. There's no mountains in East County, dude. It's a fucking huge mountain out there.
You've never seen it before.
Yeah, but it was awesome. That was cool.
Hell yeah.
So they're up and at 'em.
I've
though.
been
yeah.
seeing them on the side of the road. At my work, I've been seeing more and more bucks coming in there. So it is definitely starting to ramp up. Mm-hmm. They're starting to, especially the young bucks. I feel like you're seeing a lot more young bucks cruising.
Yeah, definitely the young bucks.
Yeah.
The big bucks, they know to just bide their time.
They're a lot more patient.
Yeah.
They're not ramped up enough yet to. They're getting ballsy. They're still like the picture I'm getting of the big bucks are mostly nighttime.
A 9-pointer's
they're all
getting ballsy.
nighttime. Is he?
He was there at 7 o'clock this morning.
Dang.
Dude, why ain't you going?
It was bad wind this morning.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a north-northwest. I think it was like a west this morning.
Gotcha.
West or east. Wasn't doing it. So,
You're gonna have a hell of a taxidermy bill this year.
yeah.
You might have to euro that motherfucker.
Yeah, if I get my 9-pointer, I won't mount the 8-pointer.
Yeah,
I'll just euro
him.
But if I don't get another buck, I'll mount the 8-pointer.
That's cool. That was a good idea of sitting him in the freezer, and that way you can kind of make up your mind.
Yeah.
Now, what did you do? You just told him to cape him out?
Yeah, just take them to Buckland's, cape them out. It's extra $20.
Okay,
Cape them out. Yeah. So
that ain't bad.
no,
No.
pain in the fucking ass to cape one out to get it shoulder mounted too.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. Oh no.
You get
You'll get one.
Just sobbing.
I'll get one. I'll get my 9-pointer opening day of my rut cage, and I'll come be your cameraman. It's fine.
Hell yeah. Shoot, I'm hoping I can get one tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, the weather feels like
This time of year, I'm starting to be highly aggressive. Like I'm going in where the bucks are. I'm taking chances. You know what I mean? Like now's the time to start getting aggressive. You know, so. And it's a nice time of year to catch one cruising too. It's hard, I feel like, to catch a specific buck because they get erratic. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you can definitely catch them cruising. You can catch them slipping. And now's the time to do it. Might try some rattling tonight.
Ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Halloween weekend is usually when I'll hit that. And I'm not a big rattler because I feel like sometimes I just scare them
Yeah.
more than anything. But I do rattle, and I've biggest buck I ever shot was from rattling. I rattled him in. You know what I mean? So
When was that? Was that like this
it
weekend?
was this weekend. It was, but that year it was like the 28th. But it was the Saturday before Halloween that I rattled him in. Yep,
I
it
think
was
it's
the
more
29th.
effective if you can see the deer and then rattle. Like blind calling, I don't really like it.
No.
it worked for me. Last year it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Dude, and that was going to be a question. When do you start rattling?
Like now.
Yeah, you mean like when you get in a stand or what time of year?
No, like what time of year?
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the last week of October is a good time to rattle. At least that's when I start rattling, and that's when I've had bucks respond to it. And that big one, I blind rattle, and I kind of tend to agree with you. I don't like doing it unless I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna blind rattle, don't do it like right next to a thick cover bedding. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
To where you might not even know it, but a deer's looking right at you.
Because they know exactly where you are.
Yes. Yeah. They will come literally straight to your
Yeah,
tree.
well,
Yeah.
that 6-pointer winded me last year.
Well, he was
That-
smart.
Yeah, that was a blind rattle.
He knew
And
where you
well,
were.
I threw it out.
Yeah.
And man, did he come in and he got on those does and he started working his. Typically, when they get on hot does, they're not
them
as
on.
receptive. But I hit the grunt, and man, he stopped. And it was this time last year,
Yeah.
and that's in back behind my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I hit that grunt, man. He fucking hit the brakes.
Young deer,
That's a
too.
smaller piece. Yeah, and it was a smaller piece of property.
Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes they don't respond at all. Like I've fucking damn near screamed at them and they wouldn't come my direction at all.
Yeah, that 8-pointer I seen 3 times last year in my rutcation. I was screaming at him, please stop.
And that was with what's your guys your rattling preference? What do you like to use? I use that bag.
It
works.
Trash.
Yeah, I don't have a preference. Real horns.
Real
If
horns.
you got
yeah.
'em.
Yeah,
But-
I like to use real antlers. That's what I use, and they work well. And I rattle my ass off. I mean, I'm hitting them hard. Like, you should smell bone when you're rattling. Legitimately smell bone. Like, I'm cracking them. I'm hitting them hard, and I'll hit them for like, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, and then I won't touch them for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe,
Yeah, I went.
and then I'll rattle again.
Yeah, I went shed hunting this year, and I tried, but no luck.
Yeah, I would get that.
Oh, yeah, shed hunting's it's a mixed bag. Yeah, I'll scout and march, and if I find sheds, cool. You know what I mean?
Public service announcement: if you have real horns and you're going to rattle, cut the brow tines off. You will break your thumb.
I see my own bone.
You will shatter your thumb.
I haven't cut mine off because I use them in decoration in the off season.
Yeah.
Like in my house, I just set them up somewhere. But I've stabbed myself several times.
Man, the first time I had a set of 10-point horns. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. But the first time I hit them things together, I just about severed my thumb. And I was like, not doing this anymore, cutting these off.
Yeah.
So with the rattle bag, what I did was I took some out.
Yeah.
I took some out, and it worked.
Made it, yeah.
The rattle bag that I have, the rods are plastic. And it sounds like you're just hitting plastic.
Yeah. It doesn't sound the same.
No. Because you told me, we were at Rogues last year, and you said hit the rattle bag. And I hit them, and you were like, that doesn't sound good.
Don't do that.
But what I will say, and it was a younger buck
Yeah.
that bit on it.
Yeah.
So if you want the, I would be, it'd probably be a fair argument that if you want the big boys, you're gonna need the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you might, I don't know, maybe it's the jury's out on that one. I haven't used them enough to say, but in my mind, it just doesn't sound authentic.
Yeah.
So I just don't know how well they could
And maybe
possibly
and
work.
technique.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of, and
Yeah.
everybody's got a different method they like to use. Some people like to tickle them, or some guys will say like early, like pre-rut, you just tickle them a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't do all that. I fucking,
Beat the fuck out
the
of
way
them.
I look at it is, you're at the fucking bar and you hear fucking banging and crashing and two guys yelling and fighting. Dude, you want to walk over and see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you hear two guys are slapping each other, like, okay.
Yeah, if you just hear two guys like, yeah, well, you're an asshole, man. Oh, yeah, fuck you. I'm not like running over to watch. But dude, if they're fucking scrapping, hell yeah, I'm going over there.
That makes perfect sense.
Like when we're
You
at the
know what I
bar
mean?
and we hear you fucking in the corner of the bar, we go storming over to see what's going on.
Yeah. If you hear,
I've seen some guys on TV, they tie two horns to a string and they drop it down and they're banging it on the ground to get
Oh,
leaves
shit.
leaves rustling and shit.
that's an
That's
awesome
cool.
idea.
Never heard of that?
No.
Oh, well, there
I
you
like
go.
that a lot.
Yeah, they drop just ga 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 ga.
And they just like drop them when they're done with them.
I think they pick them back up.
Because I've put leaves in a grocery bag
Yeah.
and put it on the bottom of my stand and like rustled it around with my foot while I'm rattling. That's what I've done.
Huh.
Yep. And like I've done that one time, so I mean, I'd say that I do that, but I think it sounds more authentic if you can do something like that, but often I just forget. You know?
Yeah, and I don't know how hard you're hitting the horns together if you're just dropping them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
like
yeah,
raising them up and down, hitting the ground.
yeah. But I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea, and it might work really well.
Hell, and like if it's during rifle season or something, and you're walking through the woods with some horns, and you just bang them together and smack them against trees and kick the ground.
Yep.
That might work.
Especially if you got a shotgun. Like I feel for stuff like that, I want open sights. I don't like having a scope if I'm doing any
something's
kind of
running in,
drive or
throw
anything like
rounds,
that.
yeah.
I want iron sights.
Yeah, you don't know where something's running in from.
Here's something interesting that I think is worth touching on. Because muzzleloader just passed. When I'm sitting in my tree, where do you leave your scope, like magnification wise? You don't have a scope, do you?
I don't have a scope.
I'll leave my magnification all the way down
On 1,
on 3.
3.
It's like a 3x9. Mine is. And I'll leave it on 3 because, dude, if you leave that thing up on like 8 or 9,
Yeah.
and you go to try to find an animal in your scope, like it can be hard to find them.
Yeah, it makes
So
sense.
I'll leave it down. That way I can scope them, and then if I need to zoom, I can crank down. But I'll leave it on 3, so it's easier to find an animal in your sights. Just not
PSA.
a pro tip, but
Common sense tip.
Yeah.
Speaking of muzzleloader, that muzzleloader the old man lent you, that thing is dope.
thing is sick. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that for the season, big time.
He won't
I'll
miss it.
give it back eventually.
The next year rolls around. Whatever happened to that muzzle loader.
What muzzleloader?
What? I don't know what you're
He
talking
gave
about.
it back. Remember, he came over and dropped. Did he?
I gave it to your wife. That fucking woman.
Exactly.
I'll blame her.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
So yesterday we went muzzleloader hunting.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me tell my
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
Finish.
debacle.
We got all for
For
that.
Saturday morning. Yes.
So Saturday morning, I went out in the morning right after the storm, and it was going to be a great sit. And I woke up a little late, so I rush out, and I get out to my tree, and I climb all the way up in my tree, and I'm sitting there, and dude, I couldn't help it. I had to shit.
Yes.
And your dog is dying over here.
Ah, Piper, she's fine.
And it was a little chilly that morning, so I had like Under Armour leggings on underneath my pants.
Long johns.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I just got all the way up in my tree. I'm not trying to climb back down. So I fucking unstrap my my harness, the legs, and I'm like holding on the rope and like trying to hang over the side of my fucking tree.
What a scene.
Off the side of my tree stand. It's fucking pitch black. And I fucking... and I'm fucking shitting off the side of my stand. It's fucking just like I'm pouring beef stew out of my
Oh,
Just
God.
ladling beef stew
Yeah.
out.
I'm fucking holding on to this rope with one hand, like squatted over the side of my tree stand, and I'm grabbing the paper towels out of my fucking fanny pack, and I fucking dropped them.
Yes.
Yes. I've got fucking shit like running down my thighs.
Oh, God.
That's a messy shit.
I fucking packed it up, dude. I went home. I climbed down. I was like, dude, I'm not sitting
Can't
here
sit
with
in
shit all
shit.
over my ass. I'm just not doing it.
Whenever you're shitting outside, it's never going to be a decent shit.
Unless you're on the
No.
ground.
Yeah, I'll never do that again.
No. Never going to do a treetop turd drop again?
No.
What if,
It's-
I mean, for me, I know when it's a solid shit or if it's just chilly.
Yeah.
What if you have a solid shit? You going to...
I'm not. Never say never. You know what I mean? But
You gotta go. You gotta go. At the end of the day.
I thought like I was good, and I got up there and I'm sitting there for a little bit, and I was like, I am not good. I gotta go.
So you walked all the way back to the truck with shit in your butt cheeks?
I walked home. I was
Oh, yeah,
walking.
yeah, okay.
I was by the house.
Just, yeah, dirty.
Well, when I got down, I used the soggy because ground was wet. The soggy napkins that I had, and it just didn't. It was just disgusting.
Just felt dirty.
Yeah. Sorry for sharing that with everybody, but
Everyone's-
it's uncut content here. I'm giving you the real deal here.
This shit happens.
Yes, it does. So I didn't even really hunt Saturday, but it was good. It was good. And then Saturday evening, trying to remember correctly here, that's when we went muzzleloader.
Yeah.
Why don't you take over for that?
Muzzleloader, yes. We go in. Well, we drove separately. You got there before I did, and I got there.
Like as I was walking in.
Yeah, I seen you walking in, and then you turned around and came and met me, and we got the game plan together. And I went to an inside corner, and they had just cut our portion of the corn that morning. Oh yeah. And when you sent me that Snapchat, I was like 6 to midnight.
Yeah.
I was like, this is gonna be a fucking money sit.
Yes.
So I get into this inside corner, and I'm sitting there, and we're Snapchatting back and forth, and you say there's 2 does coming my way, and I'm just waiting at any moment for them to squirt out into the field. And it's maybe 5:30, 5:45. I look behind me to my left, and there's this little 35-pound doe, button buck, I don't know what it was, standing in the creek down by where your hang-ons are. And she makes her way up towards me, goes up towards the creek, towards where our trucks are parked.
Uh-huh.
And a bunch of squirrels jump out of the tree and like they mess around and scare it, and it takes off running back towards my portion. And I'm like, okay, that was fucking weird. And then about 60 seconds later, I hear tudum, 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 and it's underneath my stand.
Jeez.
Just runs right underneath my stand. I'm like, holy shit. And it was a little doe, but it was way too small. I wasn't spending the $85 to get that thing butchered.
Yeah.
And it stops right under me, looks around, and runs away again. I'm like, okay.
It's just frolicking. It's like a cicadeer.
Yeah, I thought it kind of looked like a cicadeer, how small it was standing in the creek.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, that was weird. And then about 60 seconds later, again, I hear, da-dum, 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 splash. And I look back, and it's laying in the creek. I'm
Literally?
Like, yeah, it was laying in the creek. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Someone probably shot it. It was right bleeding out.
That's a good sign. That means that's a sign of an unpressured animal. I mean, it's a young animal, so it's dumb, but it's obviously comfortable. It's frolicking, pretty much is what it was doing.
And it got up and made its way towards where we parked and made a right and went out to that cut corn and I'd seen it out there just eating. Pretty crazy.
That was the only one you saw?
Only one, man. I was just waiting for one to squirt out into that inside corner, but it never happened. I didn't spook nothing getting down. I thought maybe I would, but no. What are you gonna do?
I had a similar experience. I mean, I've seen quite a few. When I went in, like 20 minutes after I got into my stand, something blew a good ways away. I couldn't see it. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. And then a little later on in the evening, I had a group of does and a spike like following behind them, and they came out in the field. It was about 130 yards. I could have shot, but there was like a lot of brush and like tree limbs and vines in the way. And if I would have shot, it would have been like a 12-inch window. And like after Kevin was talking about how his muzzleloader got deflected, like I just didn't want to really shoot through brush. And that's a long shot with a muzzleloader. Like the furthest I've shot with the thing is 100. But I was dead on at 100 with it. So
that thing's money.
Yeah. So I mean, if it was a more open, I probably would have tried and reach out and touch one of them. But that was about all I seen until later. Well, no, this was before. Those two that I said were coming towards you, they did something weird, and they were like in a thicket. But I could see like part of their bodies, but I could tell they were does because I caught like a couple glimpses of their head, and they were right behind me, about, I don't know, 70, 80 yards away. And I could have touched off on them, but I felt like I hadn't been there that long. I was like, I'm going to sit a little bit and see what comes out. You know what I mean? See if I can get a better shot, because I just wasn't comfortable with any of them. I didn't want to. I want a good shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to track deer. I'm not trying to fucking injure animals anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I've done it
You and Ryan.
twice this fucking year. You know what I mean? Like I want a good shot, and I just didn't have it. So, but what they did was, it struck me as odd because they were coming like they were going out to the corn, and then once they got there and seen it was cut, they like stopped and hung out there for a while.
Yeah, different.
They were like, "What the fuck?" And then they turned around and left. They didn't go out there. So it was almost like they were skittish of the corn. And then about an hour later, I heard just a crashing through the woods. Just it sounded like something came to the field edge, seen the corn cut, and freaked the fuck out.
Wow.
And ran off. Yeah. I thought that was really odd. I was like, I bet that was a buck. For an animal to be that, like, nervous, I wonder if it was the one I shot, because he's probably walking on eggshells.
I don't doubt it.
Everywhere he walks, he's probably like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Got a broken arrow in his
Got
lung.
an Easton stuck in his lung.
Yeah. So I wonder if that was him, because whatever it was a smart animal, because as soon as they seen that corn cut, they took the fuck off.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I thought, and there was no way they winded me. It was a complete down or upwind direction. Like, there was no way it winded me, and it was at least 70, 80 yards away.
Maybe one of the trailer trash people spooked him.
Could have been. It's hard to say if there was poachers in there, because they just fucking are.
Yeah, that's just a given with that fucking place.
But I thought that was really interesting, how a couple of them wanted nothing to do with that corn now that it was cut. But then there was that group of two does and the spike that went out in the corn and didn't think anything of it.
Same thing with that little doe. She just went out and frolicked around.
Yeah. I noticed the spike first. The two does were already out there, but the spike came to the field edge. He looked around and then like slowly made his way out. And they were coming towards me. I thought I was going to get a better shot. Like, if they would have gotten to 100 yards, I would have had a clear opening where I could have shot them. But they got to about 130. Like, the field edge where they came from was about 200. They got to about 130 and took a hard right by their left to me, right to them, and just cut right back into the woods, and I never saw them again.
Yeah.
So that was our doe muzzleloader mission. We were hoping to drop a couple Frieza Queens, but
Yes, because it was antlerless only.
yeah, we couldn't have shot a buck, which we were both talking like, dude, if a buck comes out, I'm going to fucking shoot myself, because I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to empty this fucking
Yeah,
muzzleloader on me.
So I went out Saturday, had more interactions with hunters than I did with deer, per the usual.
That's always fun.
It was cool. Nah, well, my first, so I rolled up to, I'm done with that spot.
Elk Mills?
Yep.
You should have been
No. Tonight, or last night solidified it.
Yeah.
So I got there early, a lot earlier than normal. So I got there around, it was like 1:30. And I got my tailgate down, lacing up, getting ready. And the guy rolls up and pulls up next to me. And he's like, well, all right. Where you heading? I'm like, dude, there's plenty of fucking property. Like, you don't have to fucking roll out or nothing. We can fucking figure it out. And he's like, where are you going? And I was like, I'm going to put my waders on and go across the creek. If it's not too high, which it was. We'll get into that. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to cross the creek. And pulled up my map. I'm going in this area right here. And he's like, that's where I was going. And I'm like, dude, like, at this, I'm just...
Are you serious?
I sweer to God.
He was going to wade across the creek?
He turned around. Yep. He was gonna wade across the creek, and he turned around and left. He said, "I'll go to a different spot." And I was like, "Oh, whatever, that's cool. I don't mean to fucking run you out or nothing." And he's like, "No, it's cool. You were here first." And I'm like, "Really? Like, we're all going to the same fucking spot? Like, there's sign. I'm like, that's." It was frustrating in itself, and he left. But anyway, so I get down to the creek, and we had this massive storm, and I got in, and it got up to about halfway up my thigh, and I wasn't all the way in. Like, I wasn't even, and I was nowhere near the middle of the creek. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting across this bitch. The fucking water's all mud. Like, I can't see where I'm stepping. I said, fuck this shit. So I turned around, and I went to a different spot on the property. Didn't see Dick. On my way out, so, yeah, sun was down. I was fucking walking out in the dark. Get back to my truck, and I see a spotlight walking out. And I'm like, I'll wait for this guy, just shoot the shit and whatever. And this guy gets out, and he's a crossbow guy. And it was his first time on that spot. And he was like, yeah, I was right outside the safety zone. I saw deer everywhere. I'm like, dude, you didn't see deer everywhere. You got a crossbow in your hand. If you saw a fucking deer, they'd have been dead. Yeah. Let's start there. But let's start there.
Let's not tell lies.
Yeah, let's not tell tall tales.
Yeah,
but anyway, I got to shoot the shit in both. He had a crossbow. I was like, what kind of crossbow is that? And he was like, it's a 10-point. I was like, we were just talking this shit last week. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, so but why do you like the crossbow over the compound? And he said he is diagnosed with severe anxiety. And he said that he has severe target panic. That's why he went to a crossbow. And I was like, well, that's different.
Okay.
Well, that was his justification for it.
I think everybody's got that. And if you say you don't, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, he said he couldn't shake it. I'm like, he said he was like, dude, I've missed so many bucks over these past couple years. I just went to a crossbow. I was like, that's interesting.
Well, I mean, you know what? If you can't get past that, and that's your way out, hey, that's your way out.
And he told me, and I was like, and I was kind of hitting like the target panic thing, like just practice and this and that. And he was like, I just couldn't shake it. Yeah. Because I guess he has like, and the whole time talking to the guy's ripping a vape. I'm like, all right, maybe this guy does got something going on. I'm like, dude, just chill the fuck out.
Wrong with this guy.
But yeah, he said the reason he went to a crossbow was because he had like, I guess his anxiety and like the target panic thing. High strung dude, man.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that guy.
To switch your whole setup for anxiety.
But long story short, I feel that like a lot of guys flooded to archery only spots knowing it was muzzleloader.
Yeah.
So you had those guys that were like I'm going in thinking, oh, it's muzzleloader. You know what I mean? That like these archery only areas are gonna be fucking prime time right now. No, it wasn't.
Dude, I love my muzzleloader. Love it.
They are pretty bad to the bone.
Yeah, but yeah,
dude, I love hunting with a rifle and in general. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a bow hunter through and through, but.
To the fucking core, bro.
To the core, dude. My fucking tendons are bowstrings. I'm made out of this shit.
Hopefully they're not fucking Hoyt factory bowstrings, dude.
They're gas.
Well, okay. You set up a bow. One of my old bows for one of our.
I did. Well, hold on. We'll get to that. But there's something about hunting with a rifle, man. It's cool in its own right. Like, it's just different. Like, I feel like a motherfucking sniper back in Vietnam in the Mekong Delta, dude, just fucking out there, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is cool shooting a deer with a rifle.
Yeah.
And whether it's a muzzleloader or not, but like, I enjoy shooting. I really do. And it's cool in its own way. I'm glad it's not like all year long.
Yeah.
But because I like being forced to use a bow. But it is a lot. I enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Now, here's something that my Queen of the Forest stumbled upon because she loves to do research on our obsession. She was reading a magazine, and she stumbled upon, and apparently it's a big thing.
I never heard of it.
Straight wall center fire rifles. Have you ever heard them? Do you know what they are?
I've heard of them. I don't know anything.
I've
about
never
them.
heard of them.
Apparently it's a rifle, and they shoot these straight. It looks like just a giant pistol round.
You know, how a bullet has like a
like the bottleneck.
a bottleneck.
Yeah.
A bullet has a bottleneck. These straight wall rounds, they're a straight fucking cartridge.
Yeah. It's almost like a handgun.
Like a hand. Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
Just bigger.
Just bigger.
Yeah.
But they're diameter to a handgun.
Yeah. What about them? What are
Well, you can, like, most counties in Maryland, you can only hunt with a shotgun. But during these rifle seasons, you can take these straight wall rifles out. And I was thinking about getting one, dude.
I'm thinking about getting one after reading up on them.
Because they're made for brush, basically. I mean, you can shoot through brush with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So the
And they don't
range
kick as much as a fucking 12 gauge.
So the range on them is like 200 yards, but I guess it's a rigid.
It's more accurate.
Yeah, it's a more accurate round for. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was fucking dope. I've been doing a lot of research on them.
What is the model you're looking at?
I've been looking at a 4570.
Okay.
I was looking at
That's the one I've heard of.
It's
I think that's-
the equivalent of a 308.
I was looking at the 357.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, the 350. It's the equivalent of like a 243.
okay.
But they don't kick near as much.
They said the
as a
recoil
slug.
on them is like a joke.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah. So just something to think about.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of them until yesterday, the day before.
Yeah, I feel like some of them don't allow straight wall cartridges. I'm pretty sure.
What? In Maryland?
Some counties don't allow them.
Well, I looked it up in the book, and they're all allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I seen it say or straight wall, not no straight wall. I don't know.
It said straight wall handguns and rifles are permitted during rifle season.
But no traditional style rifle.
Yeah. Only in Cecil County and Garrett County, I think, is the only one that can allow rifle.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Like Garrett, Washington, Cecil.
Yeah.
And I think some down south too, like Wacomico, might allow rifles.
I just thought it was cool, so I think I might be investing. I need a new gun. I haven't bought a gun in a while.
Yeah, I said that to you. I was
It's
like,
been
yeah.
6 months. I need another gun, dude.
You gotta buy a new gun every year.
I wouldn't mind hunting with a handgun, like a 357 Magnum.
I
Get
knew
a
a
straight wall, dude.
I knew a guy that hunted with a like a muzzleloader handgun.
Oh yeah,
That thing was legit, son.
like a flintlock.
No, it was a
muzzleloader.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
it was like set up like a.
Fucking Jack Sparrow out there.
It was set up like a revolver.
Okay.
So you just load each thing in the
Cylinder.
revolver. Yeah.
Or,
Wild.
I guess.
Yeah. So it was dope. He had a little scope on it and everything.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Dirty Harry in the woods, dude.
I knew a guy who hunted with a 357 that had like an 8-inch barrel on it or something ridiculous. It might even be longer.
Probably longer.
And it had a scope on it, and he would hunt with it. I thought that was pretty cool.
mean, how much thicker is a handgun round than a little 30-06? Might pack a punch.
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely easier to carry in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you could really run a gun with that thing. Like literally, it's fucking just
Yeah.
a holster.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
these 4570 straight wall cartridges, they're good for up to moose.
No shit.
For the 4570, not like anything
Okay.
smaller, but yeah. So you can hunt boar all the way up to moose with the fucking thing.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, dude. They run about $700-800, but
Which for a hunting rifle, I mean.
That ain't that bad.
no.
I mean, I paid about that for my Savage 30-06.
Yeah, that Savage Axe. I can't remember what the bill was on that. Like 6 something.
Yeah, and that'll be here before we know it. But yeah, I set up our buddy Nolan. Shout out. He's a prospective bow hunter. Runsky gave him his old bow because he's a lefty too, and they're
He's
about the
taller
same
guy.
size.
Yeah.
Freaks.
Yeah, they're both like I think Nolan's 6'4",
And they're left-handed.
and they're both left-handed.
And I was
yeah.
looking at like.
just circus freaks.
Well, I was looking at fucking selling the thing. I'm like, well.
Yeah.
What are the odds? What
What are you gonna get for that bow?
But no-
150 bucks?
Yeah, but what are the odds? And that's $150. But like, what are the odds?
Yeah,
Like I was like,
wait,
it's
how
like
many
destiny.
left-handed
Yeah, it's
guys,
like
yeah.
you're a tall guy, you shoot
And
lefty.
it's-
Fuck.
It's you're paying back. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, you're paying it forward. And
Kill 2 deer. I know it kills.
I got them all set up today. Tied a new peep sight in for him. We actually had to drop his draw length a touch.
Which I found
That's funny to me.
funny.
Maybe you just have a bigger wingspan.
yeah, you might have longer arms.
Yeah, I
'Cause he's a little taller,
yeah,
ain't he?
yeah. I had that bow maxed out and it was still like I could feel the wall like
Yeah,
way too premature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and you came over and was like, man, I dialed the thing down. I'm like, fuck. Remember, I snapped. You snapped me. I'm working on Nolan's the bow.
Yeah.
And I was like, get him a longer D loop. And I was like, and you were like, nah, dude, I'd crank the fucker down. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He was it was about an inch too long. I dropped it down, and it's money for him. He was shooting real well.
As he gets used to it and stretches out more, you
Yeah,
might need
maybe.
Yeah, might need, and that's what I told him. We're probably going to have to do some tweaking as you shoot more. I was like, dude, don't even really worry about like the target. Just shoot. Just practice your form. Practice getting a good release. Like I had him shoot with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? Like, so
Wristy, wrist release.
he's using a wristy of mine. I let him have my old Shark wristy, and
You got arrows and all that?
no, he's got to get some. I'm going
Yeah.
to send him a link of some arrows to grab. He only had one arrow.
I can
so-
loan him some arrows.
I
Probably
gotta buy
similar.
arrows.
Well, he needs some.
Yeah, he
so
does.
I'll send him
What
a
was
link.
is he going in?
What do you mean?
Hunting.
No, he's not ready.
Just
to hunt yet.
practicing.
Yeah, no, he's got to work a lot more before he's ready to hunt. But he's shooting. So
Good.
we got
That's
his
good,
bow all
man.
set
I'm
up.
happy he's using it.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. I always like setting bows up. It's just fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was actually going to, speaking of setting bows up, I was going to bow hunt yesterday instead of muzzleloader because I wanted to shoot a buck, and my fucking drop away rest took a shit. I guess beating it up down in the swamp,
I have a question.
I probably fucked up my drop away because it started malfunctioning and it would drop prematurely, but only sometimes. Like
Hey.
sometimes it would shoot fine,
Hey.
and then it would just drop and it would be fucking almost a foot low.
I know all about that premature.
So yesterday, I shot over to Autumn Sky. Shout out. Always looking out. I get there and I fucking in my rushed panic state, I forgot my wallet. So I got there. I was like, dude, Don, like, it was actually Lucas I was talking to, and I was like, you guys know me. I'm not gonna fucking run off on you. I'll call you when I get home and give you my card. And he asked Don, and Don was like, yeah, it's fine. Just call me when you get home. So shout out. I really appreciate that. Tried to call them. They didn't answer. I left a message. I'll pay you, I swear.
I gotta go there this week get arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have bought some while I was there, but I didn't bring my card, so I didn't want to be like, hey, can I get arrows on the arm?
Get like $500 worth of credit.
I have a question. When we got back from that seek hunt, did you look over your equipment?
I made sure everything was tight.
But salt water.
Rusty.
Did you see any?
No.
I had to WD my bow.
Really? I should probably look it. I didn't really look it over like
So,
that.
and when you, I'm not saying it may not even be relevant at all, but when you told me your release was acting, or your drop away was acting funny, I'm like, man, salt water's tough on fucking metal, dude.
That's a good point. Maybe a drop of salt water got in there.
And you guys were like swamping it,
Yeah, I also dropped it out of my tree, so
but
I was lowering it
the
down.
second,
And there was a knot in my my string, and it came untied like
Dude.
8 feet off the ground and just smacked the ground.
the second
Yeah.
you snapped me that, I started going over my bow, looking at my cams and all that. I could see the salt water.
You found some rust?
I found rust.
Yeah.
Dude, my spot hog site, like all my fucking and it's damp and humid down there. And I wasn't really like, it wasn't like I was fucking dunking my fucking bow.
Well,
in the
we were
fucking
crashing
water.
through some waves.
But I'm telling you, dude, my spot hog, every screw on my spot hog site was rusted.
Take it off, hit it with a little
I
wire
did. I
brush,
WD'd everything.
and
I
maybe
WD'd
put
everything.
some oil on there.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't
But-
know about WD, but
But you fucking hit me back, and I was like, maybe.
yeah. I don't know about using WD on your bow. I would.
Really?
I would. Yeah, I wouldn't
What's
use
WD
WD.
gonna hurt?
Well, it's not a lubricant.
no,
Oh, I know that.
I got some
It'll
gun
cut through
oil.
rust though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a paper towel,
I would-
fucking hit it,
yeah.
and
Maybe clean it with that, wire wheel it, and
Gun
then
oil.
use some oil.
yeah, I used WD to penetrate through, and I wiped whatever was with the paper towel. And dude, like I pulled the paper towel off, and I was just like brown as fuck.
Yeah. I left my muzzleloader in its case after I got rained on last weekend.
Oh, bad move.
I cracked that thing open. It was covered in rust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moisture. It's especially like saltwater moisture. And I didn't
Yeah.
even think about it going down. Like my climbers got rust on it now. I'm like, fuck.
That's I got aluminum, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Okay.
I wish I would have went aluminum.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, it's the way to go.
Yeah. I wish I would have spent the extra 100.
Yep.
I'm
Dude,
so cheap.
I got a new backpack. I got climber straps off of Amazon. They're like $30. They're black. Those things are sick. Oh man, they are so worth the money. They make that thing like it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's got like a little waist buckle, and it's got a chest buckle, and it just sucks right to your body.
It'd probably be good for those long hikes into Blackwater.
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Yeah, because we don't really hike that far where we are up here.
Yeah.
But Blackwater.
Well, Fair Hill, I will tomorrow.
Yeah,
I got to
Fair Hill.
hike, and then like every once in a while, I'll do shit like that around here too. But usually, yeah, like Blackwater, you're hiking miles. You know what I mean? So I want to be comfortable. And Ryan had one, and he had the steel stand, and his was sweet. So I checked his out, and I went online. And I bought pretty much the same thing.
What'd it run you?
$30.
Nah, I can't beat it.
I've never had an issue. I mean,
Me either.
it doesn't bother
Well,
me.
I'm not really.
The
Walking
shoulder
that
straps
far.
would like dig into my traps because I got these monster traps, dude.
I'm like a fucking cobra, dude.
And they would like dig in like on long hikes, and it sucked. Like you get used to it after a while, like you just kind of ignore the pain, but it's just so much nicer not for that to even be present.
You could be a man or whatever.
Yeah, well, hey man, I'll spend $30 to make my life a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's wrap bubble wrap around my straps. I don't know.
Popping through the wall.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. But mine was digging the back, like right here, in the corner of my neck yesterday.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that far of a walk, but it did.
They do, man.
But I knew, but when you know where you're going, you're like,
Yeah, dude, Blackwater, especially when I got a 20-pound tree stand on plus a 20-pound bag of fucking shit
An inflatable,
strapped to it.
An inflatable unicorn you're
An
going to skim
inflatable
across.
unicorn fucking thing. Like, so I got 50 pounds on my back and I'm hiking for miles. Those straps start to dig in, and it sucks. It's not cool. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend extra money and get a nice set of straps. It's definitely worth
I
it.
put my waders on yesterday, and they were still fucking wet from Blackwater. I was like,
Jesus.
you fucking still got me, you
They
motherfucker.
probably smelled terrible.
Mine are
Oh,
still in the
awful.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more issues with the safety harness just, gripping my hog downstairs, dude.
Yeah.
I bet.
So uncomfortable.
Hey, maybe you should get a new harness, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's going to fucking rip your dick off when you fall out of a tree.
I make sure it's
Dude.
out of the line of fire. Trust me.
Yeah.
I don't want a testicular avulsion.
No thanks. So, dude, guys, it's the rut's fucking here.
Dude,
I can't believe how fast it's already the fucking end of October.
I can't believe how green it is in the woods. You know what I mean? Like in the timber.
Yeah.
When you're walking up to it, it's like everything's changing, but when you get inside the timber,
There's still a lot of
A
green.
lot of
Still a
leaves
lot
on
of green.
A lot of leaves on trees still,
Yeah.
really green.
which is good for
Yeah.
cover, but not really shot windows.
I'm really stoked that they're just now cutting this corn.
Yeah.
They're gonna have this corn cut like right before rut. The deer aren't even gonna have time to like adjust to it being down when the rut is going on. I'm fucking stoked about this. I can't wait
The
till
corn's
next
still
week.
up.
A lot of it is
just
still
cut
up.
it.
They started. It's not even all cut.
Yeah, Milburn's
They cut 2 fields.
Yeah, Milburn's just started cutting theirs too. Just one field though. They didn't do the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought that was so strange.
It is definitely late for
Yeah.
port. Usually it's mid-October when they cut it.
And the soybeans still up. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a money this weekend. We all got our rutcations coming up. I got 5 more working days.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna take the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm taking the whole thing.
I got
told him nay.
I got 4 more work days, and it is Rut City, baby.
Saturday's looking good. I don't know if I can join you guys at Rogues.
Yeah, I mean I don't blame you, but dude, Rogues is gonna be a great time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and it's like a box of
I
chocolates.
didn't
You
get-
never know what you're gonna get.
I didn't get to go last year.
Yeah,
I'm
this
looking
year
forward to it.
it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be there at like 3:30 in the morning. And,
got to.
I'm gonna sleep in my truck. Me and Ryan will probably cuddle, stay warm, and get out there as soon as we're legally allowed to.
He's
get
coming
in
up for the weekend.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, he'll be up that weekend.
He's got luck with me.
Yeah. If you're there, he'll kill something.
Finally.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, Rut's here. Hopefully, one of you guys gets on the fucking board this week.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, you will. I think this week, these next 2 weeks, you guys are going to get on that board. And me and John are really going to pull away.
Especially me.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, I stroked my fucking 9-pointer on Saturday. It's gonna be
You're
a
gonna
hard
be
lead.
Way ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be 10 points.
Yeah. But that's all right. I'm gonna smoke my my 8 again tonight.
I hope so.
I
I
hope
hope
so.
What a story.
I hope you don't, and I hope I'm there videotaping it when you do.
Oh God.
That would be a story.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would be sick.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so much harder to kill now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's tough, but there's 2 bucks there that I would shoot. So either one of them walks by, it's fucking game over. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's that time of year, guys. What do you guys think, like, what's your favorite week of hunting, like, for the rut? So, I mean, you got, like, right now we're in that pre-rut phase where the bucks are starting to move. A lot of young bucks are moving and chasing. And then next week, I feel like it really starts ramping up, and you get a lot of movement. And then the week after that, it's like it gets a little sporadic, I feel like. I don't know. For me, my favorite week is, like, the 3rd of November, and this is different depending on where you're at, but I feel like for around here, it's like the 3rd of November to like the 13th. Like those 10 days are probably the best 10 days in the woods.
I agree with you. I was going to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Same days.
Yep.
I killed 2 deer last year, and both deer were in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
November and as a month is the best deer.
I killed a buck the first week in November last year, and then I smoked a doe the second week.
It had testicles.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd call him a buck.
It was a buck.
It had testicles.
It was a buck.
But Don Higgins says, and statistics show the most booners are killed November 7th.
Was that right?
Yep.
Out of all time a year.
Yep, that's it. November 7th.
I'd say if you could pick the greatest day in the deer woods, I would say it's probably like November 7th.
Mm-hmm. I will do all-day sits 6, 7, 8, and 9th coming up.
Yeah. And for your all-day sits, John, will you stay in the same stand, or do you come down and move? Do you eat in the stand? Do you come out, grab some lunch, and head back somewhere else? Like, what does an all-day sit for you look like?
If I'm going to a tree in the morning, I'm planning on staying in that tree all day.
You don't move.
Don't move. And I'm taking an external battery for my phone.
For your dildo.
Yes. And a book. Because if you're on your phone the whole fucking time, it's just...
You can only do so much. I don't care who you are.
I'll take a book, and I will take a sandwich or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I gotta bring food. I can't do an all-day sit without food.
Fucking 14 hours and no
miserable.
food.
Yeah. And I'll typically move. I don't like... I think it's really hard to find a tree that is good for mornings and evenings. You know what I mean?
I'm with you this year because I only got my buck, my 9-pointer, in the morning.
Yeah.
And so far, the forecast is saying I got good wind for my whole week off. So I might sit the hole in the fence in the morning, and I might sneak down to where I shot my 9-pointer in the afternoon.
When are you making that move?
Noon.
Like right at noon.
Hard noon.
Yeah.
I'm about the same. I'll move right around noon.
Yeah.
I'll eat lunch and then I'll climb down and move. Like, because if I eat lunch and don't move, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah. I might even switch it up. I might hunt the hole in the fence in the morning one day, go to where I shot my 9-pointer another day. Yeah, I don't know, but the weather is looking fucking money, especially for the 6th.
We've got a temp drop. It's going to be a low of like 36 degrees.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this is perfect. The stars have aligned for us. Like, the weather is just amazing. They're cutting this corn at port. Like, it's just, man, this is going to be a great year. I can feel it. I'm going to hurt another animal.
Come back in 3 weeks and just listen to our disappointment.
Well, you guys are in them, man.
Yeah. We definitely are. I mean, and the properties are everything when it comes to hunting. You know what I mean? Like, John and I definitely have good spots. And we've had years figuring them out, too. Mm-hmm. And that helps a lot. Like, you can if you just get a property, it takes a while to figure that property out and to see where the deer move and their patterns and stuff. So we've got that advantage over you and Ryan.
Yeah. Monday, I had a whole shitload of new bucks on camera.
Really?
I had one 8-pointer. I think he was an 8-pointer. He was moving, but he had a real chocolatey rack. It looked like the stem on this pumpkin. It was so brown.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, that's what's awesome about the rut, man, is you could have a farm next door. You got the bucks coming from his farm over here, and you can just catch these cruisers. It's so fucking exciting.
And I also have a fawn in spots this morning.
Well, it's wild, man.
Damn.
Yeah. That thing was born like 2 weeks ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So that doe was mated or bred February.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I've heard of. I doubt if it was bred in February, but I don't think it's that young.
It looks
It was probably bred in
young.
January.
It looks. I mean, when do regular fawns drop? June.
Yeah. Nope. May, June.
And it's only maybe 3 weeks old.
You
4
think
weeks
it's that
old.
young? Nah, it's older than
I
that.
don't know. It looks pretty gangly.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. We'll have to post this on the Instagram
Yeah.
and take a vote and see how people think this fawn is, because there's no question in my mind that the doe that birthed that was not bred last November.
No, hell no.
No way.
There's no way.
Dude, I don't know. It looks pretty fucking young.
That
Yeah.
doe was bred either December, January, February,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
I got a picture of her mom.
Like muscle development wise, like the legs are like
And like just how its face looks, it looks like it's
tiny.
It looks like it just got the shit licked off
It'll
of it
probably
from
die.
dropping out. That's what I'm scared about.
Probably kill it.
You're out of your mind.
The
Give it my address.
yearling, or not yearling, but fawns, so deer that were born this year will actually come into heat a little later, so they'll get bred a little later, and they can often give birth much later. So that could be an animal that last year wasn't bred till late, and it could have been a fawn.
But there's the mom. I mean, she looks pretty fucking healthy-ish.
Yeah, she
Pretty
looks
big.
good. Yeah. I'd fucking smoke her like a jewel with a Justin Bieber concert.
Yeah, I've never seen a deer with spots this late in the year.
I don't think I have either. That's an anomaly for sure.
Yeah.
That's not a normal thing. You don't typically see deer with spots around here in fucking November.
Yeah.
'Cause it's November tomorrow. So
Yeah, it'll probably die this if we get a cold winter, it'll probably die.
yeah, that's a good chance.
Because I mean,
It don't even have its winter coat yet.
No, it's just going to be creating a long line of just. Well, I guess not. I guess after its second year, if it survives, it'll come to estrus
Yeah.
with every other
I
deer.
think this winter's gonna be brutal, man. It got cold early this year.
It did.
Well, they're saying, I think the Farmer's Almanac was calling for a real cold winter, and there's a lot of they say if you see a lot of spiders, it's going to be a cold winter,
Really?
like for whatever reason. And there's a bunch of fucking like
Let's go by the woolly caterpillars if they're all black.
there's a bunch of shit like that.
Wisetails.
Yeah, but it's cool it's fun to wonder if there's any truth to any of it. Maybe, probably not. But I think it's gonna be a cold winter. I mean, just the way things are looking, panning
hope
out
so.
to be.
Yeah, last year was hot, man. It was a mild winter.
Yeah, it didn't get cold till like mid-January.
Yeah, I like a cold winter. I mean, it makes the does hungry.
Ooh.
And we got that feeder. I got to buy that gravity thing for it and set it up. I plan to do that in December.
Okay.
I might even do it the day after Thanksgiving, that Friday. That way, like a couple days into rifle, we should be able to peg them. Because, dude, when it gets cold, and if it's brutally cold, like I'm hoping it'll be, they have to eat that corn.
That's all they got.
That they will come to that corn knowing it means death. They'll come in a herd, and we've watched them do it.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll know one of us is going to die. They're just hoping it's not me. You know what I mean? But they will still come nonetheless. And they are so on edge coming to that corn. They're fucking looking over their shoulder. Any fucking twig snaps, they fucking take off. But they'll come right back. Caca! Yep. And that's it's a beautiful thing. Woo! I can't fucking wait, man. It's November tomorrow, guys. This is it. This is the month that we look forward to all fucking spring, all summer. It's here.
Speaking of November 1st, somebody's birthday tomorrow.
Hey,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Tower of Power.
Thank you. All great things happen in November.
How old you gonna be, Runsky?
31.
31.
You don't look a day over 52.
It was funny.
31 really hard years.
I got a story.
All city miles on that
You
body
ready for
there.
the story?
Let's hear it. What you got?
There was a guy at work, right? And he was like, "Yeah, Jeremy, I won't be able to work this Saturday." I was like, "Oh, that's cool, dude. Whatever." And he was like, "Yeah, my daughter's birthday is coming up." And I was like, "No shit." I was like, "When's your daughter's birthday, man?" And he was like, "November 2nd. I was like, "Oh, no shit. My birthday's November 1st. That's awesome." Your daughter, and she's turning 31.
Ah.
She's exactly 1 year older, or 1 day older than me. And I was like, "Yeah, man, how old do you think I am? My birthday's November 1st. He said, "Man, I don't know, 42?
Damn.
I was like, "Damn,
You're fired.
get the fuck out."
Yeah, did you say you wanted off? No.
No, you're working Saturday.
12 hours, bitch.
Damn.
Jesus, he said 42?
42.
That guy's a bastard.
What a fucking asshole.
God damn.
You don't look 42.
No.
I would say 40.
41 and a half, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 41.
that was funny.
I think you look your age.
Yeah. You got any shooter passes?
I have it's kind of a shooter pass scenario. All right, so you can live your life as a billionaire,
I love that.
but you gotta suck a dick every day.
No. Pass.
I'm not doing it every
You
day.
can't do that every day. No.
I'm doing it every day, dude.
No.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Dude, you wake up in the morning
A guy's
every
got a
day,
wang in your mouth.
and you've just got some fucking big old mandingo hanging down.
Dude, but
No way.
you'd be so good at it, you have them done in 30 seconds. Then you're a fucking billionaire.
Nah, dude.
I'm waking up at 3:30, sucking the shit out of that dick, and I'm living my best life, bro.
No way. Pass.
Dude, I can't do it. I can't do it. I might do it for one day just to live a day in the life of a billionaire.
Okay.
I'll suck one dick. Fucking finish it.
But you feel that fucking that richness. And you're like, maybe another day, maybe another day.
That richness all over your face.
Nah, dude.
Nah, dude, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
I would.
No. John's fucking line them up. Can I just do 10 and take 10 days off?
Yeah, dude.
Do 10 in a row? I got one for you. My grandmother's, I want to say it was her uncle. She told me the story.
He sucked a bunch of dicks to be a billionaire.
No.
Okay.
He was a big hunter, and they went out muzzleloader hunting, him and his best friend, and something happened. It was an accident. He shot and killed his best friend.
Ooh.
Sold all his hunting shit, quit hunting.
Yikes.
So my question for you guys is, if we went out hunting together, muzzleloader, and you shot and killed me, would that make you want to quit hunting?
That's a tough one.
You don't know. That's one of those you don't know. Do you?
Yeah. I say
I say I'm getting Seth mounted, and I'm still hunting.
Dude, I want a full body mount.
Full body mount Seth.
Tell that taxidermist
Stuff
to
the dick.
add a few inches for me.
He would want this. Could you do me a solid?
Put some like super tight Levi's on me and just give me a huge
put a
bulge.
fucking cucumber and eggplant in his fucking
That's
pants.
tough. You don't know.
What do you do?
You don't know what shit will do to you.
I like to say, yeah, I'm going to keep hunting and just...
I would ask myself the question: would Seth want me to quit hunting?
And the answer
and
is
the question
no.
would be no. So I'd probably.
I would
continue
want you to
hunt.
keep hunting.
I would just dedicate every season to you.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But-
Make it cheesy.
and that's-
I'm just in hell cursing you.
And that's
But
the,
I could
and that's the question you ask yourself at the end.
I could see how someone could say, fuck
Fuck it,
this.
it's done.
Yeah.
But either one of you would be Runsky. Keep hammering, baby.
Yeah, keep it. Yeah, fuck it.
That's what I would want.
Yeah.
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 So
but
would
every time a big buck came in and you were about to shoot, I would smack it on the ass.
Yeah.
As a-
But I
you
wouldn't.
bastard.
I wouldn't go muzzleloader hunting anymore.
Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't either. Like if I shot you with a muzzleloader, I don't know if I could pick that gun back up.
But
Yeah, you don't know.
I think, and it's an accident, man. At the end of the day, I mean, it's going to be the worst.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Is Alec
guy.
Baldwin?
Is he ever going to act again?
Probably.
I hope not.
Dude.
It couldn't have happened to a better person. He's a
Thank
piece of
you.
shit.
Yeah.
Because if it would have happened to somebody else, he'd have been like, guns should be banned.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you practice gun safety, you know what I mean? Like that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
I
if you
don't
treat
care.
a weapon like an actual weapon.
You should treat every weapon like it's fucking loaded. I don't
Yes.
care if somebody hands it to you and like, oh, it's cold. No, you crack it open and you fucking look in the barrels and that's it.
Yeah.
No, but
Fucking dick cheese.
That's supposed to be checked for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
get
him.
fucked.
Now he's in
That's
fucking
your
Vermont at some
responsibility. Yeah.
ski lodge. Fuck him.
Yeah. I'd like to kick his ass. He's
Yeah.
one of them celebrities I'd love to get locked in a cage with.
Yeah. Couldn't have happened to
It's
a
real
better
easy.
person.
It's real easy to talk things and practice things when your bank account has no end in sight.
Exactly.
Yeah. When it's got so many zeros in it.
Yeah, when you have all those zeros in your bank account.
They're so far removed from reality.
I got a question.
All
for you
liberals
guys.
are.
I've never executed this shot,
Ooh.
but I have a question. Climber on your back, executing a shot with a heavy climber on your back. Have you ever practiced that shot?
Never practiced it, but I'd feel confident.
You can do it?
I could do it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I walk into the quarry with an arrow knocked.
Yeah, I do too. But I always think about that walking out. I'm always knocked walking out.
Walking out?
Yeah.
In the dark? He's got a flashlight
I'm
in his
always
mouth.
knocked for protection, for safety reasons.
Yeah. I'm not always knocked walking in, and that's something I kind of play it by ear. I have two approaches to my tree stand: either get in quick or get in quiet.
Yeah.
If I'm getting in quiet, I'll have an arrow knocked. If I'm trying to get in there quick, I don't. And it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Certain times, like if I'm running late, I'm trying to get in there fast. You know what I mean? It depends on the stand. Like there's certain locations you can't go in there making a bunch of noise, and then there's other ones you can go in there and be quick and just get set up. But certain times you got to creep in there.
Yeah.
And when I creep, I'll knock an arrow.
Like when it's mid-November, it hasn't rained, and it's like you're walking on fucking cornflakes.
Yeah.
And you can feel like the whole state hears you walking. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's the worst. And in that situation, like, and I've got a turkey call sitting in my truck. And I don't do this all the time, but sometimes if I know it's been real dry, I'll put that turkey call in and I'll just do some like clucks and shit on my way to the stand.
Dude, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I can't remember where I heard that. I stole it from somebody on some kind of YouTube channel or
Because
something.
turkey rustle leaves.
They are
like
loud.
No
Yeah.
other.
God.
Yeah, so I'll do that if it's been real dry. And
That's a really good idea.
yeah.
Let's steal that.
It I don't know if it helps, but it makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, we could kill turkey this time of year.
Yeah.
Is it turkey season?
Yeah,
Same.
turkey season
Yeah.
started Saturday.
Let a turkey walk in front of me in broadcast.
Oh, they won't. That's just naturally how things work. When the
I
season
did-
comes in, you won't
That
see
turkey walk in front of me last year. Broadcation.
it. Oh, there you go.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had one walk in front of me a couple years back. In the tree stand, I could have shot him.
It was a hen last year. Can you kill a hen fall?
I don't know.
I don't know. See, I'll have to look into this. I'll probably look into it today because, if I'm in the stand, I'll probably
not?
shoot one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let that bitch sit until dark.
Yeah. Yesterday, I had a rabbit in distress in this little
Yeah,
thicket.
I couldn't listen to it.
Yeah, because you guys understand. But dude, it was screaming.
I heard it
And
from across the way.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, if a fucking coyote comes in here, I will smoke that fucking song dog like a pack of coals, dude.
Yeah, dude. Canine dead.
Fucking shout out to Kevin. I'm stealing some of his sayings.
Dude, king of one-liners.
King of one-liners.
King.
King. Yeah, he's a funny fucker.
Speaking of rabbits, I have never in my entire 25 years of hunting seen a rabbit in the woods.
Really?
I have, dude.
Really?
Really?
I've never seen a rabbit in the woods, ever.
Huh.
I've seen raccoons,
Chipmunks.
chipmunks.
Fox.
Chipmunks are, well, I was telling you this, like they're so crazy. Like some properties, they're everywhere. And other properties, they're just not there.
Yeah, like Port don't have any. But we went down to Old Bohemia.
Yeah.
And it was littered with chipmunks.
Winch Road was the same way.
Yep, chipmunks.
Everywhere.
Birds, man. If you're a bird watcher, deer hunt, ton of birds.
Yeah.
Good
Birds
bird
everywhere
watcher
last
fucking
night.
days.
I should have killed that deer last night.
Hey, dude, it would have been one on the board.
Dude, I had her dead to rights for like 5 minutes. She was standing broadside.
I'll kill one tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah. It ain't going to be a doe. It's going to be a big buck.
I hope so, dude. I hope so.
Me too.
The weather just feels.
I'm starting to get like, and I know I've got the hardest stretch coming. And this is not something we talk about a lot, but it can be really exhausting hunting. Like you can get, and that's where I'm at now. I'm like starting to get like, man, I feel I'm getting a little worn down.
Really?
Oh yeah, like this. I feel like this rut. By the time I get through this rut, man, it's gonna just be like, I feel like once I finally shoot this buck, if I finally recover this buck, it's gonna just be like,
Yeah.
like man, I've been working so hard at this and just getting after it for so long. I put so many hours and hours and hours and hours into the stand, and I just feel like once it finally happens, if it does, it's just going to be such a relief. You know what I mean? Like right now, I feel. I'm don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying this process and I always make a point of doing that, of enjoying just the hunt, just the pursuit, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but man, it is work. You can't ever say that it's not. Hunting is work, and you have to enjoy the grind sometimes. And by the time this rut's over, I guarantee you, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna take a couple days off, and you know what I mean? Because I feel like since season started, any chance I can, I'm in the woods in one location or another.
I've been very selective this year. I don't hunt the quarry if it's a bad wind.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same way with Port, but because it's such a big property, I can hunt on the other side of the property when the wind ain't right, which is what I've been doing. And I hunt by my house too. So
Yeah, I watched Don Higgins last night, and he was he has His video's new. It's like not even a week old on YouTube. And he said the old saying, "You can't kill him from the couch." And his I think the title of the video, check it out. Everyone check it out. Shout out Don Higgins. It was you kill more deer from the couch was his argument, being more selective in the wind, the temperature, and all that. And it was a good watch, man. I enjoyed it. And he said, yeah, so you kill more deer from the couch. He said that old saying, you kill more deer, you can't kill them from the couch. And it was he got to talking about another thing he talked about was making deer nocturnal. He said human presence during the day can change deer habits to where they become more nocturnal at night. So it got me thinking too, because you get like the piece I've been hunting, you don't really see them during the day. There's sign everywhere, and it's just the perspectives he had were very interesting. He said he would do like a lot of half days, like when he worked a full-time job.
Definitely gotta listen to.
Yeah, he would judge his sits off of what the weather was doing.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of his perspectives on shit. But
that's what it is. It's perspective. It's not.
It's definitely a guy I listen to. I mean, last year he killed the number 6 typical of all time with a bow. So,
but it's real easy to be picky and selective when you have the property he has, right?
Yeah, fucking Illinois.
Yeah, it's really easy to be nitpicky, essentially. But it was interesting.
Yeah,
and I feel like there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, you have to pick and choose when to hunt. And that's basically what he's saying by sitting on the couch is sometimes you're better off not hunting. Like, you don't have to go in and hunt every day. It's more about quality over quantity. And I agree with that. You know what I mean? But also, you can't fucking kill them from the couch. So I think that saying more applies to don't be fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a good day, if the wind's right, get your ass in there and hunt.
Yeah, I mean, but if you have a bad wind, you can easily kill a spot.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was watching Jeff Sturgis, and he said, instead of taking a 9-day rutcation...
It was Jeff Sturgis. Jeff Sturgis. It was Jeff Sturgis.
He was saying take maybe 3 weekends. 3 or... Yeah.
Yeah. And I get that.
It was Sturgis.
I get that, but you can, if you have more than one place to hunt, you can hunt every day for 9 days and play the wind differently.
Yeah.
And even if you got to take a break in the middle, it's a real hot day, stay the fuck out. But if you have several locations to hunt, there's nothing wrong with hitting it every day for 9 days.
No.
Now, if you're going to hunt the same fucking
tree,
30 acres in the same property, yeah, I wouldn't do that for 9 days straight.
No.
That makes no sense. But if you have several places you can go to public land, you can hunt your spot for 2 days, then hit public land. Like, if you want to take a long rutcation, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm sure that's what he would agree with that, but that's kind of what he was saying is I think that more applies to hunting one specific property.
Yeah.
But if you've got a massive property or if you have several properties, you can make that work without putting too much pressure. And especially like even if you have a small property and you stay out of there for a while, like before the rut and you're not putting a bunch of pressure, and then you go hunt 5 days straight, you're probably going to be just fine.
Yeah, I haven't been in the quarry since I shot that 8-pointer.
Yeah.
Speaking of that 8-pointer, I feel like that 8-pointer was like a reset for me. Like, I'm fucking ready to rock, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed that.
It felt good.
Yeah.
I wish it was a better shot. I hate to spine a deer, but I also don't like tracking.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's there's a little dichotomy there.
Yeah.
I hate seeing them flail around like that, hurting them, but it is nice watching them drop.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's another thing I love about rifles. I mean, dude, most of the time you make a good shot with a rifle, they drop like right where they're at.
Yeah, or you're watching them drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't going far.
I'm so fucking excited for this week next week after this week.
This is going to be the longest work week ever.
Oh, and you have 4 days. I have fucking 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the whole thing too.
Yeah, I told him I was
gonna do like the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck it.
I was like, no, the 7th. You want to be in there the 7th.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, maybe I'll shift it to the front end. Monday, Tuesday. Nah, fuck
What's
it.
the 7th? Monday?
It's a Sunday.
Yeah. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, me too. Well, I won't be there Friday.
And it'd be foolish for me because the 2 deer I fucking killed were the first 2 weeks of November.
Yeah.
So it'll be silly for me not to.
And this time of year, if you guys can get out after work at all, dude,
Monday,
this week
tomorrow.
is a great week.
I'm leaving early. I'm leaving early tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I'm going up to
We call it flexing.
area.
I'm gonna go in early, and then flex out.
God, I wish I could do that.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not really like common practice, but I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna work through lunch. I'm gonna eat lunch in my work truck, and I'll leave a little early.
Yeah, he was going to take late, and I was like, nah, those days are going to be lockdown. I wouldn't do that.
What day? When?
Like
let me pull the calendar
the
up.
13th
I was gonna do.
Yeah.
through the like 18th.
Yeah, I was
something
gonna-
like that.
That's
No,
when
I
it's
was-
starting
no.
to taper
I
off.
was gonna
a little
do,
bit. You'll still
um,
get a lot of good action.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna do the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th,
Yeah, that's like lockdown-ish.
and then I was like, maybe I'll shift it up. I'll do the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And I'm like, I'm not going back. Who the fuck wants to hunt
Yeah.
Monday through Wednesday? Go back into work? Like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Like I said, I think the 3rd through the 13th, the most time. If you can spend those days in the woods, that's where you want to
Yeah,
be.
so I'm gonna do the 8th, 9th. I'm gonna do that whole week.
Yeah, that's a great time.
Dude, Friday is a low or a high of 50. I wish I could be in the woods
I will
that
be.
day.
I will be.
Give
I
fuck
will be
yourself.
so erect. In
Calling
my
for
tree
rain,
stand.
though. But
I
I
don't
wouldn't
care.
worry about
I don't
rain.
give a fuck about rain.
But Saturday.
I will be out there moister than an oyster. I don't give a shit.
Saturday, it's going to be 35 degrees in the morning and a high of 54. Cloudy all day, north-northwest wind.
And we're going to be in Rogues Harbor, which is a spot that has been virtually untouched all year.
You three will. I won't.
You're not gonna go.
You have to go.
I can't, dude. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's fucking perfect for my 9-pointer.
Well, then I
So we're doing
I agree
Rogues,
with
what,
you.
the 6th?
You got to go
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah. I can't give up. I don't want to call it a guarantee.
But it's like the old saying: "Don't leave fish to find fish."
Exactly.
You got this buck. You know he's pegged. You know what he's doing. Why would you go somewhere else?
I would love to get that chocolate horn deer too. But I don't want to. I would love to go with you guys. It sounds fucking awesome.
You got
but,
now. You're on, dude.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think you're making the right call.
It's gonna be. You guys are gonna have an awesome sit over there.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think Ryan and Runsky will both injure an animal.
I don't know.
Hey, you got a pretty bad track record too.
Well, I don't take shots on some confident shots. If it's within 30, it's dead.
Watch us all injure an animal.
Hey, not me.
Nah,
No, we're gonna.
Not this
We'll
guy.
make good shots.
not this guy.
We'll make
Wrong
good
guy,
shots.
pal.
You got the wrong guy, pal. These next
Well-
2 weeks, money.
It is, and I'm about to head out now. I can't miss a Halloween sit. I love hunting on Halloween. It's like
I
a
don't blame
tradition
you.
for me. I
Don't blame
hunt
you.
every Halloween. So, and dude, a lot of big bucks die on Halloween.
Yes, they
A
do.
lot of big bucks. Ladies and gentlemen, get your asses out in the woods.
It's fucking time.
It is go time.
God.
We'll see y'all next week. Keep hammering.
Hope there's a
coming
buck
back.
on the ground.
Yeah, hopefully. Hey, and if y'all shoot some, I mean, we've got some. Shout out to Tim. We never did say about that, but
didn't.
Tim from the TAC, he sent us a picture. Nice fucking buck, dude. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody else, send us. We want to see them. We appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. We'll see you next week.
No dick pics, dear.
Bye.